So just remember, in order for you to be successful in your occupation, you have to have an excellent spirit like Daniel did. And the Most High will raise you up. Exodus chapter 1, verse 15. Exodus chapter 1, verse 15. All right. My Bible's so old, man. Look at it. It's so old. It stick together, Mike. All right. Chapter 1, verse 15. And the king of Egypt spake to the Hebrew midwives, of which the name of the one was Shiphrah, and the name of the other Puah. And he said, when ye do the office of a midwife to the Hebrew women, and see them upon the stools, if it be a son, then ye shall kill him. But if it be a daughter, then she shall live. Watch this. But the midwives feared God. Shiphrah and Puah feared God. Sisters, you have to fear God on your occupation. On your situations, your career fields at work, fear God. Put on a dress. Don't have pants on at work if the option is that you can wear a dress. Ask, sir, ma'am, is it okay for me to wear a dress at work? Sir, ma'am, is it okay for me to have my hair covering at work? Sir, ma'am, is it okay I don't go to this office party? I don't do Christmas. You see what I'm saying? Because they feared God. That's why they were able to do a great work. And their name is recorded in the kingdom of heaven because they saved Moses. All right? Now, look at this. But the midwives feared God and did not as the king of Egypt commanded them. They didn't fear the king of Egypt. They feared God. But saved the men, children alive. All right? That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Fearing the Most High, even in your occupation, even in your career, even when doing the works. All right. Let's look at 1 Kings chapter 19. Elisha, this was his occupation. 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 19. Let's look at that. 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 19. 10 seconds, brother. You got 10 seconds to get that scripture, brother. 10 seconds. 1 Kings chapter 19, verse 19. So he departed thence and found Elisha, the son of Shaphat, who was plowing with 12 yoke of oxen before him. So he was plowing in the field. He was a man in the field, like Cain was, like Adam was. You know, he was working in the field. All right. And he, with the 12th, and Elijah passed by him and cast his mantle upon him. So in verse 20 it says, and he left the oxen and ran after Elijah. So when you read further on down, he followed Elijah and began doing the work of the Lord. And when you start off with verse 19, it's talking about how he's doing the work of his household, of where he come from. All right. So Elisha was plowing in the fields when he ran into Elijah. He wanted to go from doing the work of his father's house to doing the work of the Lord. So, you know, sometimes that happens. Same thing happened with Matthew, you know, the tax collector. He was in the receipt of customs when he was working. And Christ came and spoke to him. Then he left off doing the work of his forefathers and did the work of the Lord. You see what I'm saying? So it happens like that sometimes. It happens like that. All right, now let's look at Second Chronicles chapter 34. We had builders and we had carpenters. Let's see, now we're going into how many different types of occupations did Israelites have? What were the different occupations? So let's look at Second Chronicles, all right, chapter 34. Second Chronicles chapter 34 and verse 11. All right. Even to the artificers and builders gave they it to buy hewn stone and timber for couplings and to floor the houses which the kings of Judah had destroyed. All right. So we had carpenters, we had builders. Thank you, sister, for staying in the spirit with these scriptures. This is very helpful. We had carpenters, we had builders, and they basically help build temples. They build Solomon's porch. They build I mean anything you could think of. They build the holy of holies for the keeping of the Ark of the Covenant. You know, and we're gonna